Someone said let's pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more.
Yes, my peoples, man. Big up yourself, man. Make sure you hit up the like button, man. Yeah, hit the likes up. Let's get these likes up. Big up the whole Metric community. Big up everybody, man, inside, man. I appreciate all of you, man. You know my thing. Understand? Let's get straight into it, though, man. You know what's going on there. So, look, we've got this Javi Guerra guy. I don't know this geezer. Yeah, we got linked with him before, and it got shut down so quick that I didn't even get to do research on him. I didn't even get to see if he was good, bad, whack, whatever. I don't know about this geezer. But, yeah, we've been linked to him again. This has come out all earlier. This is my first time on today, so I didn't even get to... This has all been sprung on me. So this Javi Guerra guy, out of nowhere, bro, Man United are ready to finalise a 21.5 million signing of Javi Guerra. Javi has given a verbal green light to join Old Trafford despite interest from elsewhere. The Red Devils want to wrap up the deal quickly. So that's what's come out. This is what's being said about this Javi Guerra guy. Look, there's more links about him. It's just everywhere. Man United are preparing a 22 million bid to sign Javi Guerra from Valencia. Valencia will not accept anything less than 26 million pounds. This is from David Torres, Eldes Marquis. That's a link in Spain. So, yeah, this is some Spain links. Is that Fabrizio or something? No. Yeah. So this is a link in Spain saying this. David Torres. Then we got Marca more or less saying the same thing. Javi Guerra has decided to reject the renewal offer that Valencia have put on the table just under a week ago. The player and his agency have analysed the proposal calmly and decided it don't fit their needs. They expect something better from Valencia. United are keeping an eye on the player and continue to work behind the scenes to bring him in the Premier League. They are willing to pay the £22 million. So this is sources from Spain, Marca, the Pico, David Torres. On this one is who? It's Seb Ekrenvein. And then it's just all over the place, bro. I don't know what's going on, but everyone is more or less saying the same thing. Who is this geezer? Does anyone even know this geezer? Like I said, we got linked with him once and he got shut down so quick that I didn't even get to do any research on him. So I don't know if it's going on again, but he's definitely rejected his new contract proposal. So, mate, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this geezer. I don't know who he is. You got to let me know about him. I don't know nothing about him. So we're linked with him, though. He's given the green light, apparently. Mister, big up yourself, man. Arsenal playing shit. Wasaka just scored. You beat me to it today. Metric community, J Bands, big up yourself, man. JB Stacks, my guy. Hit the likes, my peoples. This looks like agent fanning the flames. That's what I'm starting to think, man. Because we get used a lot. Man United get used a lot for people that want new contracts. We always get used. Agents will just come out of nowhere and use our names, and it always goes mad. Argentina, Spain, wherever. So it might be one of them situations again where we're just getting used. Who knows? But it's come out crazy today, though. How can it come out by all of these journalists have just all come out at once? So maybe it's been given out by agents, but they've flooded it to a lot of people. I'll tell you that. Do you know what I mean? For it to just go mad today, out of all days, why today? So that's the situation with this geezer, man. Javi Guerra. I don't know this geezer. I've never heard of him. Like I said, a rumor came out about a month and a half ago about him, but he got shut down so quick, I wasn't even able to do any research. So I don't really know what this geezer's on. But, yeah. So what do you lot reckon, man? Javi Guerra, you think it's an agent thing? Naomi saying, so is Garnacho still part of the squad? No, he's part of the Freedom 5. He's not part of the squad. He's not coming at all. It's not happening. So forget about him. So yeah, man. But it's looking like we're preparing a bid, man. New bid. It's looking like it's a new bid. I told you that all the time. There's no clickbait, mate. If I put a thumbnail up and it says new bid, there's something brewing about a bid. This is what they're saying. They're saying new bid, etc. Javi would be a great signing. I've never heard of him. I don't know this geezer. I don't know him. I've never heard of him. I checked his stats. Nothing. I just know that he's 22. He's a DM Obviously, Ornstein said yesterday that we're in for a DM. We want a DM. We want a DM, a striker, and a goalkeeper. So I don't know, mate. He fits the bill, innit? He fits the bill, but I've never heard of him. So I don't know what to say. If he's good, if he's bad, if he's ready for the Prem. There's so much things to obviously take in as well. You understand? But I reckon it might be a thing where, because last time it came out, what happened was, it came out that Man United are in for him. This is about a month and a half ago. And then bam, straight away it was, he's in for a new contract. He's not coming. He wants to stay at Valencia, but the contract talks are going on. So it could be the same thing. He's just in for a new contract. They're just talking about us adding Man United in there because they can see where we would pay money for him. And that's all it is. But Matteo did say something. If you look at what Matteo said about this, he did say something about it. Let me show you what Matteo said. Look, Matteo Moretto, the last article in here, he said, Javi Guerra has rejected Valencia's contract renewal proposal, but he will continue to negotiate and will also try and understand if other teams such as AC Milan, Man United, and other clubs in Spain will make concrete moves. So it could be brewing because Matteo Moretto works with Fabrizio Romano. For those that don't know, he works with him. So this is not just gas. And it's all come out today. You can see the dates at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So something is brewing. I don't know what it is, but something is going on with this. And Matteo Moretto's come out and spoke about it as well. So something might be going on. But Junior, what's he about though? Tell me about him. Because you're saying he'd be a good signing, but what's he going to bring to us? Talk to me. I hope it's true. I haven't seen him play. Did a little bit of research on him and his profile is what we are looking for press-resistant, ball-playing CDM, athletic and high football IQ. Okay, so he fits the bill then. So you're saying he fits the bill. May not have been involved at Euros. I should not force the move to Arsenal and Man City. Okay, let me see what's going on there. Javi Guerra. Like I said, I've never heard of the skeezer, but if you're not saying that he'll be a good signing, is what it is. I reckon Javi is using us for a new contract. That's what I just said. Yeah, I'm with you, Sam. I'm with you, man. It's like it might not even be him using us. It could just be the clubs just throwing it out there. The journalist, Man United's involved, like that. We might not even be involved. But like I said, it came out a long time ago, about a month ago, that we was in for him. And then it got shut down the same day. And then today, it's basically come out again that we're in for him. So something's brewing. And Matteo Moretto, this geezer in the last document, like I said to you, he works with Fabrizio Romano. So he's solidified and he's saying they're also going to try and understand if other teams like AC Milan or Man United or other teams in Spain are going to be in for him. I've never heard of him though. You know what I mean? Like if he was a proper baller, man's never heard of him. But of course there's other gems out there that you can go and get and whatever. But yeah, man, I've never really heard of this geezer still. 22 years old. Javi Guerra. Okay. But yeah, man. So obviously Moretto said that, and then we had these other articles, and they basically said more or less the same thing. Marca, Di Pico, David Torres, Elders, Mark, they've all come and said the same thing about this geezer. That he's Man United. All of them. Look at all the articles. It's all Man United. United are keeping an eye on him. United this. You know what I'm saying? But then obviously Nathan Salt, who is an English journalist, he knows a bit about Man United news. And he basically just came out and said, Javi Guerra, who has turned down an opening offer of a new contract, negotiations continuing, figures that Spanish club are relaxed about things. My personal opinion is that it's just negotiation tactics at play here. And he stays. United like him, but they've made no concrete offer or anything like that. This is what Nathan Salt's saying, and he speaks for Man United a lot. But he's saying that's his opinion. Remember that. To take it with a pinch of salt, because it's only his opinion. He's not saying the fact that we're not. He said we like him, but he doesn't think that we've done anything about it. And it's a negotiation tactic to throw out all of these teams that they're in for you. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this one here. But Nathan Salt, he is kind of reliable still. I'll be real. He's kind of reliable. So if Nathan Salt saying there's nothing going on and they're relaxed, then they probably know what's going on. Remember, they shut it down last time. Last time they came out and they said they relaxed as well. And then 20 minutes later, bam, the whole thing got shut down. So this is what happened last time. The same thing. They came out talking about this geezer. 20 minutes later, it got shut down. It's not true. Forget about it. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, it could be that same situation where nothing is going on. Let's see what's going on here. Let me get a few of these messages. All trust on Amarin. I'm with you. Is he able to play holding midfield? Yeah, that's where he plays. A little bit front row. I think he plays as a holding midfielder. He's a DM apparently. This is what people are saying. He's a DM. I don't know nothing about the geezer. This also goes against what Ornstein said about Amarin wanting players with Premier League experience. Yeah, he did say that, but he mostly meant the strike force though. I don't think DM and wing back and that has to be Premier League proven. It's just the strikers, it's the people that we're gonna need to score goals, etc. Do you know what I mean? Like that whole forward line has to be Premier League proven. That's what he was saying. He wasn't. I don't think he was talking about wing back and all of that stuff. No, that don't really matter. You know what I mean? DM. We're looking at Edison. Edison's not Premier League proven. Do you understand? Sesko for 60 million total package is good business match. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that when they're next big goal. Don't watch nothing. I'm going to get into that one there next up. Literally, Sesko's next for you lot waiting. Don't worry. Let's get a cheap midfielder who has Premier League experience like Hamza Chowdhury. Who has... I do know. I don't know if you're trolling or not, bro. Man said experience with Leicester proven and a baller. Love it. Chowdhury, his time is finished, bro. Man's talking about Leicester when they won the league. Them sort of times. He's not like that no more, man. Come on, bro. He's not like that no more. He could be our Rodri. We need some luck finding gems. 100%. 100%. But I think it's a thing where the forward line has got to be Premier League proven, and then we can go for anywhere else. Do you know what I mean? But the forward line at first, we get that Premier League proven, that they score goals, we don't have to give them time. And then everywhere else, we can take our time. Like we went for Dorgu, he ain't Premier League proven, is he? Do you know what I mean? So it don't really matter about Prem proven like that when it comes to certain positions. I think it's just a forward line. But is this midfielder good? I doubt. I think he's a gem where he's got potential. He's got potential, innit? Like a lot of people are saying he's got potential, etc. No one ain't saying he's shit. 22 million, no way. I ain't seen that nowhere. No way, 22 million. Everyone is saying it's all right. So he must be okay to an extent. You get me? But this is just too much reports to come out in one day for nothing to be brewing. This is 3 different journalists. Then we've got another 3 here. These are all 6 different journalists, bro. All saying the same thing. He's rejected their contract renewal and he's 21 million, 21.5, 22 million. That's too much smoke without fire. There's got to be something going on. There's got to be something brewing. So this is the situation with Javi Guerra. 22 million potential, but I worry injury maybe. Can he handle the pressure? Is he injury prone? Is he injury prone at 22? You can't be injury prone. No, you're just saying in general, like you worry about injury. Anyone can get injured though. I mean, he's 27 years old, still young to be back up for CDM and fight for it. Who's 20? Oh, you talk about Chowdhury still, yeah? I don't think so, man. I don't think Chowdhury's the guy for us, man. You get it? I think we need someone in their prime now, someone we know, like an Edison or a Nana from Villa, someone like that. Or we go for a little young gem and we put all our hopes in him. You see how PSG went for João Neves, like something like that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know about Chowdhury. That's a mad one. Leicester's Chowdhury. We need press-resistant players. Our build-up play is weak, especially when we get pressed. Exactly, you're right. When they're going man for man against us, it's easy to just get the ball. We're getting pressed at. It's easy. It's true. We need some players that are good with the ball. It don't matter who's running at them. It's all cool. We can make it happen. You understand? So I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. So yeah, man, let me just summarize this and I'll get into the next one. We're going to talk about Sesko next. We've got so much to talk about. I got you lot. So yeah, basically, Javi Guerra, this geezer's from Valencia. He's 22 or 23 years old. And we're ready to make a bid for 21.5 million and sign Javi Guerra. He's given the verbal green light to join Old Trafford despite interest from elsewhere. The Red Devils want to wrap it up quickly. That's from Seb. I never heard of him. Javi Guerra has rejected Valencia's contract renewal offer and Man United are working to sign him. United are willing to pay 22 million. That's from Marca. Marca's a big thing in Spain. Javi Guerra has rejected Valencia's contract renewal proposal, but he will continue to negotiate and will also try and understand if other teams such as AC Milan, Manchester United and other clubs in Spain will make concrete moves. That's from Mateo Moreto. who works with Fabrizio Romano. So he's reliable. If he's saying that, that means there's something in it. If you don't know about Matteo Moretto, go and check him out. He works with Fabrizio. He's very good for Italian news, etc. So he's 30. So that's 3 journalists. Then we had another 3 that came out. And we had David Torres basically come out and say, yo, Manchester United are preparing a 22 million bid to sign Javi Guerra from Valencia. Valencia will not accept anything less than 26 million. So 26 million is what Valencia wants. We apparently only want to give them 22. Javi Guerra has decided to reject the renewal offer that Valencia has put on the table just under a week ago. The player and his agency, have analysed the proposal calmly and decided it does not fit in their needs. They expect something better from Valencia. So they're not having it. They're saying, yo, we want a better deal in it, certain situation. Obviously, Matteo Moretto said AC Milan and United are still in there. So maybe we're getting used. It could be us just getting used. They're just using our name to say that Man United are lurking so that he can get a better deal. Who knows? But they've rejected it anyway. And then obviously Mark D. Pico. So look, this is 6 different journalists, you know. D. Pico's come out and said Guerra has decided to reject the new renewal offer that Valencia put on the table just under a week ago. The player and his agency have analysed the proposal calmly. Boom, 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 boom. United are keeping an eye on the player and continue to work behind the scenes. We are working behind the scenes and we're willing to pay 22 million, but they only want 26. And then Nathan Salt, who is very good for Man United news, but remember the last thing he says about this is his opinion. So he just says that they're relaxed about it, Valencia. This is not a situation where they're not relaxed. They're relaxed about the situation, blah, blah, blah. And his personal opinion is that it's negotiation tactics at play here, and he stays. So it's just that he wants a new deal. He's playing games, Man United and AC are involved, blah, blah, blah. And at the end of it, he's going to end up staying. That's what he thinks. But he says that's his opinion. So we don't know. We're going to see what happens with this geezer. If more things end up coming out, if more things brew, hopefully they do. I don't know him, like I said, but he's meant to be all right. He's a young youth. I ain't heard no one say he's shit. So he might have potential. We'll see. We need some energy in that midfield. So he might be bringing it and he could be a cheap buy. So we'll see what comes from it. Then we got Benjamin Sesko. Christopher Vivell, United's director of football recruitment, is supporting a potential deal for Benjamin Sesko, who can leave for a good offer this summer. Leipzig are willing to talk if they receive a fee in the region of 60.6 million. So Leipzig have dropped the fee now because they were talking about 90 million euros, which is 79 million pounds. So they've dropped 19 million off that and said, you know what, this is mad. And it says Leipzig will be willing to start negotiations if they receive a fee closer to the 60 million mark. So obviously, that's just the starting, isn't it? They might want add-ons involved, of course. But this is it more or less broken down. It's worth noting that Leipzig have to sell players this summer. Remember, they got to sell players. They didn't make Champions League, and they need to start their rebuild. So they're trying to sell. Xavi Simons is one player that they're trying to sell to Chelsea right now. That might happen anytime soon. And Sesko needs to go and they can start their rebuild. So it says 60.6 million. They have a target to bring in 100 million euros, and they have just 2 players in this range who can make the club money in the Bundesliga. Xavi Simons, of course, is one such footballer, with the other being Benjamin Sesko. So it could be that the club has to sell both players in this summer transfer window. That's why Man United will definitely be an option. Sesko is a fan of the Premier League and is prepared to make his next step. So Sesko wants to come. It's been reported that Sesko will come to United anyway without Champions League. I don't really rate Benjamin Sesko. I'll be real, blood. I'm not really with the Sesko hype, but it is where it is, isn't it? Anyone will do better than Højlund. So I'm with it. But yeah, man, they got to sell. They're selling Simons. Simons is more likely going to go Chelsea. Chelsea wrap up deals quick. So Simons is close to going Chelsea, and then Sesko might leave. So they've dropped the price, mate. Only reason Arsenal even went for Gyökeres is because Sesko was what was Sesko? He was 90 million euros. So they said, we're not paying that. And he walked off. So now they've fucked up. They've clocked, oh shit, Arsenal actually walked off. We've lost our little money we're going to get this year. Let's drop the price. So they've dropped it to 60 million now. So boy, Sesko for 60 million ain't the worst. It ain't the worst. I'll be real, we can run. But are we going to pay that for someone that's kind of unproven? You can say he's still unproven. No matter what anyone says about Sesko, he is unproven. Do you know what I mean? And obviously something came out yesterday about Ornstein, and he said that we're not even looking at Sesko. So maybe we are now because they've dropped the price. But Ornstein said yesterday, we are not even looking at geezers like Sesko and that because of their price. Their price is too high. So maybe that could have changed something. Let me show you what Ornstein said about Sesko yesterday, so you know exactly what I'm on. And Ornstein is the goal. He said, Benjamin Sesko, Ollie Watkins and Jackson are not currently being actively pursued by United due to the cost involved, although that can change as the window progresses, especially if their price has come down. So maybe that will make the price come down. Sesko's back on it now, and then we go. Who knows? Do you know what I mean? So maybe that can help us. But from what Laurie Whitwell said, if you look at the last article and just look at the last paragraph of the last article, it says, the cost of signing Sesko due to the fee inevitably demanded by Leipzig plus his wages is deemed incompatible with United's budget and his performances in the Bundesliga last season. So they're not even rating him. They're saying the way his performances were last season, we're not even on that. That's what Laurie Whitwell's saying. And he's reliable. Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen with Benjamin Sesko, but obviously they've dropped the price to 60 million. So that could change a lot of things. A lot can change. We'll see what happens. What do you not think about Sesko? Let me know. Sesko for 60 million total package. Nah, starting at 60 million. Look at that. Leipzig are willing to talk if they receive a fee in the region of 60 million. Do you understand? We're willing to start. Leipzig will be willing to start negotiations if they receive a fee closer to the 60 million mark. So it's not ending at 60 million. It's starting there. That's just offer 60 and then we'll talk to you. They're going to want add-ons and all that as well. So it's not going to be 60 million at all. No way. It's not going to be 60 million at all. Just goes against what Ornstein there. Let's get a cheap midfielder. I read that one there. Doubt. Betis threatened to walk away. Yeah, I saw that, I saw that one. I get into that in a minute. Don't worry, I got you lot on that one. Antony, I told you, we got loads to talk about. Loads. Especially when we get pressed, yeah. Any update about goalkeeper Selemans would be great. You talk about Lamens. You talk about Lamens, right? Sene Lamens. That's what you're trying to say. Yeah, we're linked with Lamens. We'll see what happens. Javi's a holding midfielder based on stats. Can you pull out some stats about him? I'll get some stats in a minute. Oh, shit, you got something. Under 23 central midfielders who had 50 tackles, 50 take-ons in the Liga last season. Guerra, Bellingham. Oh, Statman Dave. That's a good company to keep yourself in as well. 50 take-ons and 50 tackles is not bad. That's not bad still. I'm with that. Sesko, Martinez, Guerra. Yeah, you've been talking about Guerra for a minute, Temesgen. 60 or 71 million estimate. Sesko wants Premier League move and we might be favourites. 71 million, but how much in total is that going to add up to though? So I don't know, man, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with the Sesko thing. I just can't see Sesko unless this is really the fee where it's 60 million, which everyone was 60 million, innit? Osimhen was 67. Gyökeres was about 65, whatever. Like, it was all that. So yeah, he is better than Højlund and Jackson. Probably. But can he do it in the Prem? I don't know about Jackson actually, because we've got to see what happens in the Prem. That's the only thing about these strikers. Even Gyökeres and that. Are they going to be able to do it in the Prem? You've always got to have that in the back of your mind. Sesko is another version of Ibrahimovic, but apart from the 13 goals, why'd you hate him? I just don't think he's Prem proven. And I see, when I see him, yeah, I don't get like gassed. Do you get it? I've watched a few of his comps and it hasn't moved me. Like, he's dope. It hasn't moved me. So that's what it is. Like I said, if he comes, I'll back him all day. Let's go. But I don't think we're even going to go for him for that price that they're saying. They were saying the 90 million. So I try to be realistic and talk about who we're actually going to probably go for. If I was going to talk about strikers I like, I'd be talking about Osimhen every stream. You know what I mean? But I know it's not realistic. So with Sesko, he was 90 million. And as you can see, Ornstein said it yesterday. He said it's not happening. They're too expensive. So it's not I hate him. It's just that I know they don't want him. The cost of signing Sesko due to the fee demanded by Leipzig plus his wages is deemed incompatible with his performances in Bundesliga last season. So that 13 goals is nothing. They're saying his performances. So they're not really taking him in like that themselves. Nah, bro. I haven't seen anything. Like I said, I ain't seen nothing to look at him and say, yo, this guy's sick. All he does is he scores a few headers and yeah, he takes some powerful shots. That's not enough for me, bro. I'm not seeing Højlund. See me now. I don't even do the comp thing no more. I watched Højlund's comps. I was gassed. He came through traumatized. I got PTSD now. So if they want to go out there and get Sesko and pay 90 million euros, cool. But they've said they're not. Ornstein is telling us it's not going to happen. We're not even going for Watkins because he's 60 million. Nico Jackson is prem proven. Some people can say 80 million to 100. Nope, it's not happening. So I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going to happen. But Sesko seems like a myth. Why I bet it's acting like they have leverage. And I know they're moving mad. I'm going to show you about the Betis thing in a minute. They're moving mad, the Betis. Oh, Sesko's better than Gyökeres. He's very fast on the dribbler. I don't know about dribbler, man. I don't know about dribbler. I don't know about that one. Tinzu. I'm not sure about dribbler still. But yeah, he's got a pace on him. I don't want Garnacho to leave because he has been very great help. Very great help to Man United. He spoke against the manager, man. He's got a mad ego. Let's be real, man. He's going to go. Do you know what I mean? He's part of the Freedom Five. He wants to stay in the Prem. He's going to go. Like, he's done himself. It's his ego. That's the only thing. If Sesko deal gets done, 60 million, yeah, it's true. But that's who they really wanted, Arsenal. They really, really wanted them. I'm with you. João Pedro package for Sesko is fair. Otherwise, they can kick rocks. But it's a good deal and offer. We wanted Gyökeres for 60 million. We can also get Sesko for around that as well. If they have the money and the track broke, all they have to do was beat Chelsea. Yeah, Betis. It's true, innit? They would have had all the money they can, but they've got the money though. They've actually got the money as well. They've sold players. I think Sesko is the other version of Ruben and stuff. Right, you don't really rate Sesko, innit? Oh my gosh. He has better dribble success rate, Sesko, that is. I do not rate this guy, man. Get Sesko, Watkins, and Jackson up. Get Sesko. Watkins and Jackson are good enough. I don't know what you're saying. You want, what do you mean? You want all three of them? This is very funny. Nicholas is worth 80 to 100. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, though. Nicholas Jackson is not worth 80 to 100. We know that. They're just literally, what they're doing is pricing him out of a move. It's not that he's worth that. They're just pricing him out. He scored 10 goals in the Premier League last season. And Mbeumo scored 20. If Mbeumo went for 65, what's he going to... He should be going for 55, 50. He scored half of Mbeumo's goals. So it's just... This is what happens, man. People just price people out of moves. Tyler Diblin, where's he gone? It was reported that they want 100 million for him. No one talks about the geezer no more. He's been priced out of a move. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. He barely even played in there. He barely even played in the Club World Cup. It's joke thing, man. Chelsea are just finessing it. They're just saying that they're never going to get 80 to 100. But it's like they don't really want to sell him. Let's be real. They're just saying it. So that's where we're at with them, man. You understand? I'll get into the next things and I'll get a few of these comments. Don't worry, I got you lot. So boom, we got Ruben. This has come out all today. The only last bottom right, that's the only one that's come out yesterday. Everything else is today. And Ruben is making it clear. All the journalists know. Telegraph Dakar, Chris Wheeler and Pletigo, who is in Germany, all know we want Premier League proven. That's what every single report is saying, basically. Man United have deliberately targeted players with Premier League experience this summer and would ideally like to sign a striker who also fits the bill. This is from Telegraph Dakar. Ruben Amorim has set his sights on a number 9, a deep line midfielder, and a potentially another goalkeeper before the close of the window. We know we're linked with Lamens. We know we're linked with Martinez. So a goalkeeper's in there somewhere. A deep line and midfielder, that could be anyone. We're linked with Guerra today. We've linked with Edison. We've been linked to players galore. And then we've got number 9, and every day it looks like it's just changing every single day. We don't know. So, yeah, a striker is next on United's shopping list this summer, and Ruben Amorim keen to sign one with Premier League experience. He's keen. And when you look at the last one that came out yesterday from Pletigo, he says Ruben Amorim wants to sign a striker with Premier League experience. So this is everybody saying the same thing, literally. Everyone is saying the same thing. We want Premier League experience. That's what we want. So it's good to see, man. We're only going to go for Premier League experience, man. So all this Sesko talk, I'm sorry, guys. It don't seem like it's happening. You know what I mean? They want Premier League experience. Let them pay the money. It takes them less to adapt. Come true. He's already paid, what, 100 and 30 or something from Mbeumo and Cunha. So I think the Sesko thing is a myth now. A dream is Manchester United. A dream every Manchester United is dreaming. What's the dream, Gum? Talk to me. If we are desperate with 4 days to go, we get Vardy or Mateta. I think Mateta's good, man. I like Mateta, you know. Why are you talking about Jackson? He's not the level of us. Yeah, who's talking about Jackson? I don't know. Sesko is the only one that fits the profile player. It's not proven. Still sell on if it doesn't work out. Funny how they know United can do a similar deal to Mbeumo, and that's interesting for them. How is he the only one that fits the profile? Though? What, Mateta don't fit the profile, no? Bully up top, score goals. Mateta don't do that. Stefan. I think Mateta fits that profile as well. But this is what I'm saying. What the only thing that's doing Sesko over is they want too much for him, and it's a gamble. Every player coming to the premise a gamble. Gyökeres has got 60 goals or whatever he's got, and it's a gamble. Do you know what I mean? But to go with Sesko, who scored 13 goals last season and didn't have the best season, let's be real, he was all right. It's a gamble. So they're saying, yo, we want Prem proven. We saw what happened last season with Højlund and Garnacho and all of these guys. We're not doing this project thing no more. We want to go for proven players that are going to score goals. We want killers in front of the goal. We can't keep doing this. Yeah. This is the middle article. And Bueno, I got this in the middle article, bro. Look at the middle article. Ruben Amorim has set his sights on a number 9, a deep-lying midfielder, and a potentially another goalkeeper before the close of the transfer window. That's already in there. It's love for that, though. Appreciate you putting in there. Vardy has loads of experience for free. Yeah, that's true. You think we'll probably go for one of these Vardys or Calvert-Lewins in the end of it? Sesko will score. I think any striker will score. Mateta, here we go to Man United. I wouldn't mind Mateta. He's even better than Watkins and Mateta as he won the Premier League. No jabs at anyone. No Jackson, Rashford, Ericsson, Lindelof, Evans, all of the books. Massive PSR, add-ons from other clubs, sales. United have the money easy. Ericsson, Lindelof, Evans. Yeah. How many goals did Mateta score last season? Let me show you that. Mateta. When I read the Ornstein thing yesterday, yeah, I told you that Ornstein said that Ornstein told us the list, innit? Look at this. Ornstein said Sesko, Watkins, and Jackson are not currently being actively look pursued. But what's the geezer called? The other geezer came out. Fabrizio came out and was saying some next stuff. So I just added Watkins into the list. So I looked at it. Who else is Premier League proven? So this is how much goals Mateta scored last season. He scored 17 goals, 14 in the Premier League, 19 the season before. And this is all because Glasner changed his life. Glasner came in and changed this geezer's life. Look at these goals before that. 7 goals in 28 games. 2 goals in 32 games. Glasner came and said, yo, big man, I'm going to change your life. Don't worry, I got you. Yeah. And he changed his life, bro. Look how much goals he started scoring. Man's got 16 goals in the Prem, 5 assists. That was the season before him and Elise when they beat us 4-0. And then last season, he scored 17 goals, 14 in the Prem, 3 goals in the Carabao Cup, no goals in the FA Cup that they won. But he scores goals, mate. So you put him, remember, Cunha and Mbeumo, them two have got 35 goals in between them. You add him, mate, come on. We're looking at over 50 goals now. A front line with over 50 goals. Come on, bro. Watkins, same, scored 16 goals minimum in his last 3 seasons. He scores goals, but it seems that we might not be in for him. This is what I'm saying for you, though. So this is how much goals Mateta scored last season, Christian. Yeah? You let me know what you think about that. Watkins, Mateta, and Jackson has never won the Premier League. What's that got to do with anything? We're only going to go for players that's won the Premier League now? I don't understand what you're saying here. How much players can we go for if we're only going for people that's won the Premier League and Bueno? That's a mad one. That's assuming Palace are willing to sell when they have Europe. Yeah, but because they got dropped to when they got dropped to conference, you never know. Do you get it? But 100%, that's me assuming because that's the last guy. Who else can you not tell me that is Premier League proven, that Premier League experience that is left that we can buy? A striker. Just tell me. Anyone else? Tell me some names because I can't think of any. The lap's gone. in the Prem that we can actually buy. Watkins, if he's off this list, what Ornstein said. Remember, Ornstein said Sesko, Watkins, and Jackson are not currently being actively pursued by United. So if we're just going off that list, I think Mateta is the only guy left. If there's anyone else, let me know. You understand? But you're telling me they've never won a Premier League. I don't know what you mean by that, bro. Like, what are we going to do? Go for Man City and Liverpool players then? Is that what we're doing? Man City and Liverpool players only. They've won it 4 times in a row. So what are we doing here? What is the price for Watkins? Watkins, they want 60 million, but they're never going to stick at 60 million. That's just the start. They're just putting that out there. When you start chatting to them, you might compromise on a 45 or 50 max. 45 plus 5 or something. He's 29. Has Watkins... No, you're trolling, my brother, man. You're trolling today still. Man's talking about top goal scorer and that now. You're trolling. You're definitely trolling. What about Chris Wood for a couple seasons? I don't really rate. He's had one good season, Chris Wood. He's literally had one good season. Do you understand? If you look at the table, Chris Wood has had one good season. That he scored, what, 20 goals this season? Let me show you the table. Yeah, man, you're trolling. You're trolling. Look at this. Chris Wood's in there, yeah? 20 goals. But this is the only season he's done it. Chris Wood's never, ever scored goals like this before. This is his best season. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. I don't know if Chris Wood will be... I don't know. I'm telling you, let's get Worcester and make Brentford relegate. But they'll play... We'll probably wrap that up in 6 weeks. The way we've been moving with them. Remember, we just leaked all the stuff that they were playing hard to get. They wouldn't want him to come to us. But I think they're going to get relegated anyway. Listen, I'm happy that they're gone. Remember, they've lost their captain, lost their manager, lost their 2 top goal scorers. Look at this list. Look at the goal scoring list in front of us. Mbeumo, 20 goals, 19 goals for Worcester. That's 39 goals gone. 39 goals for them gone. So you've lost two of your goal outlets. You've lost your manager. You've lost your captain Norgard, and you've lost your goalkeeper Flecken. He's gone to Leverkusen with Ten Hag. So they are literally starting again. They could get relegated. I want them to get relegated. Pricks. I hate them. Evan Nilsson might be a gem. I don't know about him. He's all right. Don't get it twisted. He's all right, but I don't think he fits the profile. You get it? The big striker that's going to bully defenders. I don't look at Evan Nilsson as bullying defenders, but he does get his foot on the end of crosses and that. So he is a good player, but I don't think he's that. I don't think he fits what we're trying to do. Belieber, we after him. Midfielder, nah. The fans want Belieber. We all want him. Everybody. Who's Kwama? Belieber. Are you talking about Belieber from Brighton? Who's Kwama? Because his name's Carlos. Carlos Belieber. That's what the one I'm talking about from Brighton. I don't know who Kwama is. Is that his first name or something? Or his middle name? So hello, everyone. Big up yourself, Sanjay, man. Hope you're good. You rate Chris Wood. He's all right. If they went for Chris Wood and they got him for about 35, 40 million, I wouldn't mind, innit? But I don't know. Like, he's just done one good season, Chris Wood. Do you know what I mean? He's had one good season. If we look at Watkins right now, he scored 16 goals in his last 3 seasons. Minimum. 16 goals in his last 3 seasons. If you look at it now, Mateta plays in the same system as Amrin's. Soon as Glasner come and basically got him in that system, look at his life, how it changed. He was scoring 2 goals under Roy Hodgson, 7 goals under Roy Hodgson and Vieira. Glasner come in, 22, 23, 24, 19 goals, changed his life. Last season, changed his life, 17 goals. Watkins, 16 goals in his last 3 seasons. Look at him, 16 goals in the Prem. If anyone we're getting in that's Prem proven, it has to be one of these 2, bro. That's what I'm looking at as. Like and subscribe, my peoples, man. If you're here new, make sure you subscribe, man. You lot hit the like button up. We do this for you lot every day, man. Every day we're here with United news, man. Love for that, Man United. Appreciate you. Yeah, Belieber's way too expensive. I know that, man. I think we could go from next season. I think next season we might go for a big midfielder. Patrick Sheik. I'll take him on loan. See, anyone out of... let me tell you about the Patrick Sheik, Moise Keanes, all of these guys, Vlahovic. I wouldn't mind them coming on loan. So we have Xerxes, Hoyland, and one of these on loan, just in case. I'm cool with that. On loan. Even Sesko, bring him on loan. Anyone on loan, I'm cool. That hasn't got Prem proven. But if we're going in the Prem, if we're going to spend money on you, I want some guarantees. Like, yeah, this guy's gonna score goals in the Prem. So I'm on this 16 league goals in the last 3 seasons. This key is how much is Mateta goal? Mateta scored, yeah, he scored 16 league goals in his last 2 seasons, minimum. I'm saying Watkins has scored 16 minimum in his last 3. So that's what I'm saying. I'm on that. If there's anyone out of the Prem, bring them, but on loan, so we can say, yo, is he good enough? Safe. Yeah, you're trolling today. Boy, no, I don't know what you're on today. You're trolling. Sesko or Watkins, tough choice. I'm not really with the Sesko hype, man. Unless he's coming on a loan or something, I'm not really on it. I'll be real. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, bruv. People want us to go out there and spend 80 million. We've done the same thing for Højlund. We looked at him, we watched some comps, paid 72 million, he come and it didn't work out. I'm not saying he won't score. Højlund scores. But how freaky might it be? It's crazy. I'm with you, Ahmed. Can we buy? You're trolling today, innit? Why not? What's up with you? You're moving mad. You're moving mad. Man saying, Isaac, you know that's never going to happen. Evan Nilsson. This is what I'm saying. People are calling for Evan Nilsson. But I just don't know if he fits the profile. We want a bully. We want a geezer. Look at we were linked with Osman, Delap. Someone that's going to be running the channels, bullying defenders. And if that's not working that game, we bring on Xerxes and he comes to the ball. So that's what we're trying to do. Top expensive plus for United is going to be 200. Exactly. You know, they got United tax is crazy. Sesko deal was not a good deal. Was going to flop. Why not Rodrigo? Rodrigo ain't going to come to us, man. He's linked with Liverpool now. Liverpool are due to sell Luis Diaz and go for Rodrigo. So I doubt he'll come to us. Wissa is a solid option. I'm with that. I'm with the Wissa thing. I wouldn't mind Wissa. He scored 20 goals. He scored 20 goals, 19 goals, no penalties. Wissa scored 19 goals, no penalties. I'm with that. Come true, bro. And you got the link up with Mbeumo already. Easy. I'm with the Wissa train. I'm on that one there. Anyone in the Prem that's doing this thing, that's what I said. Chris Wood, I wouldn't mind if you come. If we get you for something on the low, remember, Wissa's going for about 35 million as well. He's 29, 35 million, 19 goals, no penalties. I'm cool with that, man. Why would Rodrigo? Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Some people are saying some mad stuff. Isaac, Rodrigo. It's never going to happen. Let's be realistic a bit, guys. I read 26 million from Mateta. That's gas. What's that? The Sun or something? That's got to be the Sun. Wissa. Yeah, I don't mind Wissa. How much would he cost? Palace wouldn't let him go to another Prem team. Let's remember they had one of their best seasons. Phil Palace will not deal. That's why United are not interested in him. But you got to remember, Palace, they will sell one of Eze or Mateta. So Eze looks like he might be going to Arsenal. It could happen. If he goes, I don't think they'll sell Mateta. And Mateta's happy there. Let's be real. He's happy. He was trying to get a new contract. He wanted to go Europa. But now they've took him out of Europa to conference. He might be on some fuck it. And you got to remember, the way we're approaching players right now, we're going up to strikers and saying, yo, we've got Cunha. We're going up to strikers and saying, big man, we've got Cunha and we've got Mbeumo that's going to be behind you. Yeah? Look at what these geezers have done. This is what you're going to have behind you, mate. Yeah, we finished bad last season, but now this is what you're going to have helping you get assists and goals. This is what we're trying to do. So now it's easier to approach strikers and say, look, this is the geezers that we got behind you. I know we finished 15th, but we've gone and switched it up. We've got a geezer that scored 20 goals. We've got a geezer that scored 15, and they've got 14 assists in between them. And then we've got Bruno that's got the most chance created for the last 3 seasons. Come on, bro, man. We're going up to them on smoke. So this is what's going on. Why is this guy talking? He's talking about Garnacho again. Fabrizio's done something talking about Garnacho. We're going to play it in a minute. Don't worry, man. I'm going to share my screen in a minute. We're going to get into some more stuff. I've got some stuff anyway. But here's a name that never gets mentioned. Junior Alvarez, Prem proven, athletic. Bro, we're not in the Champions League. He's never going to come to us, Tom. This is what I'm saying. I'm trying to keep it realistic. You see the way we finished 15th? We're not in Europe. Alvarez ain't going to leave. They bought him for what? 80 million as well. 75, 80 million. He's not going to leave Atletico Madrid to come to Manchester United. It's not going to happen. We can do that in the Prem and get teams that are in the lower leagues and that. But we can't go to a big team and get a player to come here. It's not going to happen. I can't see that happening. Unless that player is unsettled which I can't see happening. Like, he's not, do you know what I mean? He's not unsettled, is he? You know what I'm saying? He's calm over there. So that's what I'm saying. That's not really realistic. It's like people are saying Rodrigo is playing at the highest level, Real Madrid, Champions Leagues. If he's going to leave them, he's going to go to probably Arsenal, Liverpool. We got to be realistic where we are. We finished 15th. We're not in no competitions. Like, a lot of players are not going to come here, mate. Maybe in the Prem we can snatch them, or young gems or players in different leagues that are not really, you know what I mean. But he's not going to leave a big team like Atletico Madrid and come here. It's not going to happen. Sheik is better than Sesko, except he's 29. Yeah, Sheik, I don't mind them. Sawando, I don't mind them, but bring him on loan, if anything. Or a little 20 million or something, that's cool. But if we're going out there and we're spending 50 million on Sheik and then he comes and he's pony, it's just long. And then what we're going to do next year, try loan him out. And it's just the same story we've been going through. I would prefer Chris Wood. Mateta only had one good season. He's had 2 good seasons since the manager changed. Look at this. That's 2 seasons. The manager changed on 23-24. They got Glasner in. Remember when they beat us 4-0? That's that season. Elise, Mateta scored 2 goals, I think. That's the season. And then last season, he scored 17 goals. So he's had 2 good seasons in the same system as us now. They play a 3-4-3 as well. The same way we play it, they play it with wing backs. That's what he plays already. And he's had 2 good seasons in it. So, come on, bro. Or get Ivan Toney. Nah, he's things too mad. His wages are too crazy. When you go Saudi, for you to drop your wages is mad. It don't really happen. Mateta is a good player, but I think Man United need a good finisher. Who, though? Tell me who you think, Christian, is a good finisher that we can get that's Prem proven. Tell me. Or even, don't even tell me Prem proven. Just tell me who you think's a good finisher that we can actually get. And I'll let you know. Chris Wood had one season as a main striker and scored 20 goals. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't mind. I wouldn't mind Chris Wood. I just wouldn't want us to go and pay 60 million or something for him. 100 million for Alvarez. I'll do that deal. Yeah, we would do it. You would do it. I would do it, but they wouldn't. He would say no. What's happening with Wissa? Didn't realize how good his goal scoring is. He's got Newcastle. It looks like he's got Newcastle. Newcastle bidded for Wissa yesterday, 25 million, and it got rejected. And now they're meant to be going back in for him. So I think he's got Newcastle. It's looking like he's going to go. So Wissa's going there. I would have took Wissa. I'm on the Wissa train as well. But it looks like he's going Newcastle. Watkins is 30 though. He's 29, but he's going to be 30 soon. That's why I'm saying we can't pay 60 million. We have to pay a 45 max. Come, give us a good 3-4 years, and then we'll replace you with the next guy by then, win Champions League, whatever. Kluivert's not a striker, William. We got 2 10s already. Man said Kluivert. I think we should sign a striker, which is deadly player than an average player. Who though? Who would you say though, Mbana? Tell me some names. Lorenzo Turini, they fit in AC Milan, is playing insane in the pen shootouts against Arsenal. He saved about 4 penalties now. Oh, swear down, is that the keeper, yeah? The keeper's called Lorenzo Turini. He saved 4 penalties. I know they were just playing just now, but yeah. Dope. I think Lucien Agami is a good... Yeah, I've heard about this geezer, Omar. Heard about him. I'm not trolling. You asked about any player that's Prem proven, so I'm suggesting. Be realistic though, man. And you're talking about Isaac. That's never going to happen, bro. Like, Isaac, come on, bro. We're scraping for money. We got to sell players for money. You think we're going to go out there and spend 130 on a geezer? Apparently, Sesko's price dropped to 60 million, but it's still a risk. Yeah. I've got that document here. Look, Sesko's dropped to 60 million, guys, apparently. But that's just to open a conversation with him. So with add-ons and all that included, it might still add up to 110 mil or, you know what I'm saying? Euro, sorry. It might still add up to something mad, like an 80 million, 90 euros. So who knows? But I don't think they're going to go and spend that. Ornstein came out and said yesterday, Sesko, Ollie Watkins and Jackson are not currently being pursued by Man United due to the cost involved. Ornstein doesn't do this chat stuff. He just comes out and says what he says and it's done. And if you look at the last paragraph, the last article, it says the cost of signing Sesko due to the fee demanded by Leipzig plus his wages is deemed incompatible with United's budget and his performances in the Bundesliga last season. They're not even rating the way he was playing last season. They're not even rating him. It's not me, it's them. They don't rate him. So he scored 13 goals, but his performances must not have been all that. No one's come at him and said, Sesko's lit. He wasn't talked about that mad. It's just Arsenal wanted him, and now we're looking at him as an option, and everyone's saying, I'll go for Sesko. But no one at the end of last season was saying, we need to go for Sesko. Look what he's doing. You didn't see him on your timelines. He wasn't going mad like that. Højlund could still be the man, only 22. I don't know about that. Let him go on loan and come back. Yeah, United tax. Yeah, for real. It's true. 60's United tax already. 60 million is mad. Whistle will be a great sign. I'm with you. But I think Newcastle's going to grab him. Yeah, we're not with them no more. We hotted them up as well. Because when it finishes, we came out and said they were moving mad. They tried to do this. It went mad. We really hotted them up. I don't think we'll go for him. How about we see during the coming days in which striker is really close to a done deal? Yeah. How about we do that? That's cool. I'm with that. We'll see. Julian Alvarez. Nah, not going to happen, mate. It's not realistic. Not going to lie. Gyökeres, Amrin's main target versus Sesko. Yeah, it's wild, isn't it? It's crazy. This is what I'm saying. I said that still. It's like they're both playing against each other, but the managers wanted the other ones. It's mad. But Mateta really want to play for Man United. We don't know that. This is what I'm saying. We can only go off what they're saying. Do you understand? Like I just showed you lot. Amrin's come out. It's all come out today. Most of these articles, and it says we want Prem proven. We want a Premier League striker. Premier League experience this summer, and would ideally like a striker that fits the bill. Ruben Amrin has his sights on a number 9 midfielder and a goalkeeper. A striker is next on United's shopping list this summer, and Amrin is keen to sign one with Premier League experience. Plenty goal. This geezer's in Germany. He works for Sky Germany. The bottom right, that came out yesterday. Ruben Amrin wants to sign a striker with Premier League experience. So everything here has come out today, but the bottom right is yesterday. Everything is saying the same thing. We want a striker with Premier League experience. So when you look at who is left, if you look at who is left, who would you tell me is left with Premier League experience, the striker? And I say it's only Mateta. Ornstein says Sesko's a myth, Watkins is a myth, and Jackson's a myth. So all these Watkins, Jackson talks every day, it's a myth. Ben Jacobs, Fabrizio, they all came out and said all the Calvert-Lewin, Callum Wilson, Vardy's, their last result. If we get to literally deadline day and we can see we can't get the striker we want, we will take one of them guys. So you lot tell me who you think is Premier League experience that we can get after you've taken all this information that I've just told you lot. So I say the only person is Mateta or Watkins if they put the price down. That's the only two that I can see that makes a bit of sense. If you lot can see someone else that you think makes sense, you let me know. But I think it only makes sense with these two. Wissa, I'll go for him, but I think he's going to Newcastle. I think he's going to Newcastle. It might be done today. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. I'm with it. But I don't think we'll deal with Brentford again. I think we're done. I think Arsenal's never going to deal with Sporting again after the Gyökeres thing. We're never going to deal with Brentford again. It would be... Man United should look at signing Gimenez. Yeah, I've heard about him, but he ain't really done much over there, though, has he? I know he was good before that. Forest wanted him as well. Before that, he was at PSV or one of them teams, and he was doing all right. But since he's gone there, he ain't really done much. Yes, Konya and Wemmo have great numbers, but you all don't need to understand. We don't need control games. We don't set up situation. We need CMs. They won't replicate those stats. Maybe 10 goals each. Yeah. We're not saying they'll replicate them stats, bro. We're just saying this is what you can bring to a striker. This is what got reported, that you're going to bring this to a striker and they're more likely to bring them in. Now, we finished 15th. Not a lot of people are going to want to come here. So when you go to a striker and say, yo, bro, this is what we're bringing behind you now. We got Konya, 15 goals, 6 assists, 33 matches. Only 33 because he was headbutting guys and that. And then you got Mbumo, who had 20 goals, 8 assists. This is what we got. We got Bruno Fernandes has created the most chances in the world in last 3 seasons. Or in the Prem, I think it was. I see the stat today. Different. Okay, right. I think Sesko's a risk, but imagine if maybe he's around Bruno and Bremo and Cunha. Bro, listen, I'm with you. You see these guys, these Seskos and that. I don't mind them coming if we get them on loan. Anyone out of the Prem, come true. Moise Keane, Vlahovic, Sesko, whoever, just come. Patrick Sheik, come but on loan for 1 year. Let's just see that you know what you're doing over here. And then we'll give, after that year, all right, no problem. But I'm going off what they're going off. Like, this is a risk. We've done it with Højlund. We've done it with Antony's, and it never worked out. So I can't see them sitting there and paying. Obviously, it's gone down to 60 million now to start the convo. But what's that, like 71 million euros? So go in there and paying like 80 million euros again on someone like Sesko. They've said they're not going to do it. I just showed you what Ornstein said. So that's the only thing I'm saying. Anyone will score goals. I think anyone will score goals. So follow up closely. Thanks for the show. Big ups. Durex. Come on, my guy, man. Big up yourself. Last result will be Moani on loan for a season and wait for a striker next summer with a new budget and use the... Yes, I'm with that. I'm with that, Mark. And that's what NSP was just saying, innit? We need CMs. So I'm with you. If we was to get someone... If Hoyland stays, Xerxes there, and we get someone else on loan, Kolo Moani, Gonzalo Ramos, Patrick Sheik, any of these guys, Moyes Keane, I'm cool with that. And you spend that on a midfielder like Wharton or Believe or whatever, and the next season you say I'm going to go for the proper striker. I'm calm with that. So I'm with you lot. And a keeper, 100% keeper, 1,000,000% need a keeper. Buying there, no way. Of these dumbass players, bad, won that final. I know, man. I don't like thinking about the final no more. Stop giving me PTSD, Dara. I don't want to think about it, bro. Horrible. Mateta is a diehard Pool fan. Okay. It might not ever happen then. Who knows? Last result would be getting Vardy for a season and maybe, as you said, get Mateta, Watkins or some other player on loan to the end of the season. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't mind that. These dumbass won the final. But to be realistic here, though, we sign a striker without a new midfielder. Athletic will be no... Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. And obviously, Amrin mentioned it himself in the game. He said we didn't have no pace in the middle. And that's why it's been said ever since that we want a midfielder. It came out yesterday. Ornstein said it. Ornstein said we want a midfielder now. It's come out today. Daka said it. Daka said we could... look at the middle article. It says we have our Amrin has set his sights on a number 9, a deep line midfielder, and a potentially another goalkeeper. So everyone is reporting this midfield thing now. So we understand we need a midfielder. I'm sure they do because it's coming out now and being said. So hopefully we end up getting a midfielder. And yeah, so if you're saying that we're going to get him, I think we might have to sell for the freedom fighters, but it's going to happen in the end. This is Ornstein saying it yesterday. Look at this. He said Hoyland's got a good chance of leaving. Sancho's not close to Juventus. And goalkeeper department, defensive midfielders on the agenda, and a striker. So that's 2 different sources saying the same thing. And Fabrizio said it as well. So they're looking at midfielders, man. That midfield is always outrun. Metrics a midfielder would be next first. We can't dictate games. It's true. A lot of people are saying that. A lot of people are praying it. A lot of people are getting onto Bruno. Can Bruno really work in the midfield? I get it all, man. I hear it out. But obviously they've seen it, and he said there was no pace in the midfield. So from the time he's saying there's no pace, he understands that the midfield needs help. So surely, you understand something's going to happen, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the situation with the midfield. But yeah, it was said everywhere. Everyone spoke about it yesterday. Where's the article about Fabrizio? Fabrizio said something about it as well. We want a midfielder. What's this one here? Look. The bomb squad. This is the bomb squad one yesterday. Look at this. Look at the end anyway. The last article, it says there's a chance for the club to add 1 midfielder who can bring intensity. That's the key word from Ruben Amorim during internal talks. So Fabrizio Romano's letting us know we want a midfielder. Ornstein's letting us know we want a midfielder. And then we got Daka coming out and saying we want a midfielder. So midfield is on the agenda where every single person knows. Look at look what they're calling them though. This is madness, you know, when you think about it. Look at that. This came out the other day, yeah. Man United are braced to take a big financial hit on Ruben Amorim's 300 million bomb squad. Man's calling them the bomb squad. Chris Wheeler, the bottom article. Man United to leave bomb squad behind when they travel to US. Man is saying bomb squad. Bomb squad's a mad name enough for them, you know. It's crazy, bruv. But so yeah, the bomb squad never made preseason anyway. For those that don't know, we flew out yesterday to preseason. The bomb squad never made it. It's crazy they even calling them that. And yeah, Garnacho, he seems like he should. Chelsea have got their eyes on him, as you can see. Every time we hear about it, it's always Chelsea, Tottenham, and Aston Villa. But no one has made a move for Garnacho yet. So we're going to see what happens with him. But the bomb squad never made it on tour. This is some of the guys them going on tour yesterday. The boy Mbumo, look at that, Nana. They had his first training session as well. You get it. Xerxes, remember, Xerxes didn't play the Leeds game because he had a minor injury. but he's not injured anymore, apparently. So he can start training with the guys. Lisandro Martinez is in that picture as well. He's injured. Onana's injured. They're still going to travel, but they're injured. So we don't know what's going to happen. But it got said yesterday that Onana might recover from his injuries by the time that we've finished the tour. And that's everyone that travelled. Obviously, Harry Maguire is not on this list because he had a personal matter, but he flew out today. So he's going to meet them up there. If you look at that midfield, though, it does look a bit weak. Do you understand? I'll read it out. We've got Bayern there, Heaton, me, Murdoch, Onana, Dalot, De Ligt, Dorgu, Fredrickson, Aiden Heaven, Leon, Martinez, Mazzarari, Monroe, Luke Shaw, Lenny Yoro, Casemiro, Toby Collier, Fernandes, Fletcher, Kone, Mainu, Mount, Ugarte, Ahmad, Cunha, Rasmus Højlund, safe. Bendito Mantato, he's a gem. Mbumo, Chido Obi, Ethan Williams, and Joshua Xerxes. So that's the squad there that's flew out. You understand? I remember our first game was on the 27th of this month, which I think is Sunday, but it says 26 when you read the articles, but it's 27th because obviously America, it's different timings to us. But that's the boys on tour, man. The boys are out there, man. We'll see what happens. Obviously, the boy, let me show you the news about the Freedom Squad now, the Freedom 5 that they call them the Bomb Squad. This is the latest news on them. Højlund's looking like he's going to go. I showed you that obviously my man, David Ornstein, come out yesterday and said, yo, Højlund, it's very likely that he's going to leave, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, this is the links that we've been getting to Højlund. Juventus, apparently he's in pole position to go play for Juventus if Vlahovic leaves. Lazio, Atlanta, they're in there as well now. I don't know how true this is. The Italian sources, so we've got to take it with a pinch of salt because the Italian sources were saying that we've got an agreement with Sancho, they've got an agreement, Juventus is done, blah, blah, blah. And then Ornstein came out yesterday and said, bro, there's not even close. There's nothing even going on. I don't know what they're talking about. So you've got to take them sources with a pinch of salt, but Ornstein said he's going to leave. It's more likely he's going to leave. And then now we've got 3-4 teams in for him. Garnacho. This is who he's linked with. Obviously, he's been linked with Aston Villa, Tottenham, and Chelsea for the longest. But Daka came out and basically said it was said that he's going to be going for 60, 70, but people are starting to think now he could be gone for about 40. So they're sitting there saying, yo, we might be able to get him for 40. But remember, the reports came out saying that a lot of these clubs are going to wait to the end of the transfer window to see if they can get him on the low. They can get him for a bit cheaper. So we'll see what happens with that. It says Aston Villa, Tottenham and Chelsea. And then this Tottenham transfer news, obviously it's from Pete Hall, he's all right. This is Alejandro is gaining interest from Villa and Tottenham. Villa, I think, is the only team that can go for him. Chelsea are going for Xavi Simons. They're close to signing Xavi Simons. Villa is the only team left. Tottenham have got about 8 wingers. Kudus, Mikey Moore, Matthias Tell, Brennan Johnson, Kulusevski, Son. Who else is there? Who else is there for Tottenham? I said 8 names yesterday. Mikey Moore, Kudus, Tell, Richarlison. There's about 7, 8 names. So I can't see Garnacho going there anyway. Do you get it? I can't see it happening. There's too much of them there already. So I can't see him going to Odegaard. That's it. So there's 8 names already there. I can't see them adding him. So I think Villa is the only team. He's already wore a Villa shirt. So it is what it is. And then we got Brian Mbumo's salary is literally comfortable. It got said he's on 150. But when he dissed Newcastle, when he came out and said, I don't want Newcastle, Newcastle, Arsenal, Tottenham, Newcastle started putting journalists out in saying, he's on 250k. We can't match that. They were lying. He's on 150. Cunha's on 150. Relax. Yeah? Take it easy. And then obviously this is the Freedom Fighter. This is from the other day. And this is basically just saying none of the bomb squad will be gone. Antony's meant to be going for 40 million. I'm going to show you something about Antony in a minute. Betis is heating up. I'm going to show you something about Antony. So don't worry. So yeah, we're going to get into that as well. Let me get a few of these comments and then I'll think. Javi Guerra, Hayden Hackney. Hayden Hackney's apparently going Palace. I think Palace are in for Hayden Hackney, you know. Mateus Fernandes, yeah, he's a right still, but I don't know, is he a CM or is he a 10? He's a right. That's a Southampton geezer. Javi Guerra, that's who we're linked with. Our players don't want to run and take risks. They're used to the 4-2-3-1 counter-attack. Yeah, it's true. It's true. We don't get midfielder. Javi 20 is cheap. We can get him even on loan. Yeah. We'll see, but we're saying it's contract talks. Lamens has got to be seriously looked at. 20, 25 million cheap. Then look at Javi for midfield this summer with a loan striker, 7 out of 10 for me. Bro, Lamens ain't even 77 to 2025. He's 13 million to 17 million. Lamens. 13 to 17 million. That's how much they want for him. Bro, we've got to go and get Lamens, man. I don't know what we're waiting for, bro. And it's his dream move to come to United. So he's waiting for us. We need to get this Lamens guy. Obviously, it came out yesterday from Sully and he said, listen, it's his dream move. He's waiting for us, mate. 13 to 17 millions, bro. I don't know what we're waiting on. Obviously, it might be some money issues or something, but all this Aston Villa stuff with Emi Martinez is a myth. Look at that. Royal Antwerp believe there's a good chance an official bid will arrive from Manchester United for Lamens soon. United's interest is becoming more concrete. Antwerp are hoping for 13 to 17 million. Big man, give them 20 out of love. This guy just prevented the most goals. He's outsaved every single goalkeeper in the world. His stats are different. So I don't know what we're waiting for, bro. Because he seems like the next guy up. And I know we're doing the Prem proven thing, but bro, for goalkeeper, it shouldn't be that mad. Do you know what I mean? But Lamens is serious goalkeeper, man. From what I've seen from him already and all the little stats and all of that, bro, he's different. So I think we should go for Lamens. I'm with you. I'm exactly with you. Everything you're saying, I'm with it. But yeah, he's 13 to 17 million. So, mate, it should be a no-brainer, really. This is Lamens' stats. For those that don't know who this geezer is, this is what he's dealing with. Look at that. He had the most saves and the highest save percentage in the Belgian Pro League last season. If you look at the middle article, he's got the most prevented goals in the world last season, in the world. That middle article has got every goalkeeper you can think of. Donnarumma, Raya, whoever you want to think of, Courtois, Alisson, they're all there. He had more saves than all of them. This geezer is 22 years old, 23. He's 13 to 17 million, and he's excited, and he can't wait to move to Man United. It's his dream move. So, bro, we need to hurry up and wrap this one up still. I'm with the Lamens hype. I'm on that one there. Guerrero seems like a good option. Just the name I can send the chair. Just the name. If we get a midfielder and then he gets injured, our midfielders doing. I think we need 2 midfielders. I've seen how he plays in that situation. Potential to change the game is difficult in the Prem. Yeah, it's true. It's true. BM always smiling. Yeah, you talk about Mbumo, yeah, on tour. Yeah, you know his thing. He's been happy since he landed it. Why can't we give Kobe and Heaton a chance to hold it? Obviously, we're going to see what my man's on this season, isn't it? We're going to see who's going to want to play there a bit more, etc. Big up yourself, Owen, man. Odegaard, him, yuck. I keep forgetting about him. You signed that geezer for 5 million. So, bro, I don't think they're going there, bro. I don't think my man's going there still. I don't think Tottenham will go for Garnacho. They've got too much wingers, bro. Pizza, love for that, man. Love for that. Appreciate it. They got him, yuck, Son, Odegaard, Tell, Kudus, Johnson, Richarlison. It's too much names, bro. Like every time I say it, I miss out a different name. So yeah, bro. And they got this him, yuck guy that they got for about 5 million. I need to update this, you know. I really need to update this one here. Look. Get Gyökeres in there for Arsenal. That's 5 signings. Get Mbumo in there. Take off fucking Gibbs White. Sorry about that, pizza, man. I know you just helped me, but I have to say it, man. get Gibbs White crossed off. And then get Mbumo in there. Get Gibbs White crossed off. Get Gyökeres in there. Liverpool, we need to get Ekitike in there. And we need to fucking... By the next time we look at this list, Chelsea probably signed about 2 players himself. Crazy. Kobe isn't athletic, and when Maino playing 60-minute plus, I don't see that. Sabeda, come on. Solomon too. Oh, bro. Wingers galore, man. Garnacho ain't going there. Loan out some midfielders and bringing Heumann and Yarvi on option. It's not easy to get loans, though, man. A lot of people sit down and talk about loans. It's not really easy. Van Hilsen, Bournemouth, Morton Heumann. Yeah, you want a madness. Let me show you what's going on with Antony now. This Antony geezer. Obviously, we got a bit of this from it. Says obviously Real Betis suggests they could walk away. Alternatives to Manchester United player. Betis transfer games becoming exhausting. They'll continue to drag things out. So that's what's kind of happening. I'm going to show you a lot more quotes about the Antony situation. They're really chatting shit. Marino's come out and just said today, I think that with the change of ownership, which doesn't have a lot of football experience but knows sports, it brings more sensitivity compared to my own experience when I was at the club. What happened to Ruben Amorim is that he's been the coach of the worst Man United in Premier League history and still has the confidence of the board to continue, which is already a sign that a lot of things are changing within the club. We all agree that he's a coach with a great potential and a strong personality. I think he has incredible potential to do good work. That's just Mourinho, basically his dad, just bigging him up. You get me? And then obviously this is who we're playing next. I told you lot. It says it's a Saturday, the 26th July, but it's on the 27th for us. So we're going to get into that. You get it? And then Chicago, we're going to play Bournemouth, and then we play Atlanta. We play Everton in Atlanta, sorry. Collier and Fredrickson, cheeky 10 million. We said you want to get rid of them. Collier brings a bit of pace though, innit? That's why he likes him. Who's the woman in the thumbnail? That's the GOAT, man. Big up Chloe Kelly, man. You understand? England. I support the England team, the women's team. But the men, I'm not with it. Trash. I ain't got time for it. But the women's team, I'm backing them all way. But they're dope. Always going to finals. Their third final in like a row. They went to the World Cup final, Europe final. They're different. Chloe Kelly, go. Yeah? Different. She's always scores big games. Big game player. She always scores. She won them the Euros last time. Scored the thing. So that's the woman in there. Chloe Kelly, bro. Different. She all done the Ronaldo and the Henry. She's a different thing. Cold. So yeah, I support the women's team when it comes to England, but I'm not on this. The men's, I'm not on it. I can't be bothered. They're just stressed, man. Hopefully we place a bid on Lamens today for 20 million. We get a here we go tomorrow. Hopefully, bro. I'm with you. Hopefully, bro. Did you see the quarterfinal? Nah, I missed it, but I heard it was a shambles, Ahmed. I heard it was a shambles. It was a shambles, the penalty shoot. Obviously, they won in the end, but I heard it was a shambles. Any United women? Yeah, I watched the Man United women team. When I get a chance sometimes, but England women, I rate them. I want them to win it. But the England men, allow it. Myth. I ain't got time for them. There you go, Liam backing up his chat. Yeah, he's in a different thing. You got to rate him still. You got to rate him because he did say that he's going to come in and da-da-da-da-da. So you got to rate Diego Leon. He said, I'm going to come in there, I'm going to kill it, and I'm going to play with them. Bro, they kicked out my man straight away. Are you not seeing what's going on here? I don't think you lot are clocking what's going on, you know. Let me show you what's going on from that pre-season thing. Where is it? They kicked out my man, bro. Boy is on tour, yeah? Look at this, bruv. Diego Leon is a rude boy. My man came in. Look at the names. He just kicked out my man. Amas. Look at the defenders, bro. Said, yo, Amas, safe. You got to chill, bro. You understand? Amas had to bust out. He came there, took over. They said, yep, Diego Leon, you're coming. Amas, see you later, bro. We don't know what you're on. See, he just kicked out Amas 1-2 straight away. So he backed his chat, Brian. 100%. I'm with you. Watch Arsenal's pre-season match. They look good. Still with Gyökeres to come, it's going to be a tough season opener. I don't think they looked all that, though. Against AC Milan. I was watching it. I don't think it looked all that, man. They looked all right, but they were getting countered a lot. But AC couldn't do nothing on the counters. They were getting countered a lot. Harry Amas gone. Cheeky bid. 5 million. Let me show you what's going on with Antony now. And I share my screen and let you see what's going on. Because Antony's situation is a madness. I don't know what they want. We gave them a loan and they're still chatting shit, bruv. Like, I don't know what these geezers want from us, bro. Oh, my God. We got some bad news, bruv, as well. I'm about to share my screen for you. We got some bad news, by the way. Joke thing. Look at this. Let me share my screen right now. 1 sec. Look at this. The first thing I walk into, Rasmus Højlund doesn't want to leave. He really loves the club and he wants to fight for his dream of being a Manchester United player and fight for his place. If the club tell him to leave, then he'll consider all options. Bro, I think this is what the same thing with Onana. I think we don't tell them we want them to leave because we know no one wants them. If the bid comes in for them, we'll say, yo, big man, I ain't going to lie to you, you got to go. But until then, I don't think we're going to go and upset the dressing room for a geezer that we know no one's going to probably go for. So that's bad news, man. He just, because Ornstein's already come out and said, yo, he's more likely to leave than stay. So maybe he knows something that we don't. I don't know, man. We got the boy Ruben Amarin with look at that, with Mbumo. My guy. Already, they're training up there already. Different. Let me show you the Antony stuff now. Let's go on this and see what's going on. Dakar, the Sancho talks. And Mbeumo's a red. And Mbeumo's first session at Carrington. So United's pull it up. You get me? We got the boy Mbumo, man. I keep calling him Mbeumo and he's already come out and said Mbumo. That's his name. Brian Mbumo. So big up Mbumo, man. My brother. Cool. Where's the Juventus are still interested in Sancho, but are first looking to sell Timothy Weah and Nico Gonzalez before making a move. Bro, this has been dragging out forever, bro. And Ornstein came out and said it's not close. Remember, those links saying that it's mad close. Ornstein came out and said, bro, it's not close. I don't know who's telling you like that. It's not close. So that situation was such a what. Let's see the Antony quotes. Let me show you what's going on with Antony. Because this geezer is mad. Where is the Antony quotes? Premier League Preseason. The Antony thing is brazy. Is this the Antony quotes? All right, cool. Hold on. Chelsea are just moving mad. Hatto as well now they want. Okay, cool. Where's the Antony quotes? Yeah, look, this is the Antony stuff. Look at this. So cool, look. Boom. Betis have suggested that they could walk away from a deal for Manchester United's Antony with alternatives already in their eye line. Yeah? Betis continue to try and push for another loan deal after the forward successful spell at the club last season. But Manchester United would prefer a sell and end to a miserable time at Old Trafford. So we want this guy gone. We're not on this long thing. We gave you lot a loan. You lot done whatever you done with him. He had the best time of his life. But now you're talking about another loan. Remember, Atletico Madrid apparently won him. Leverkusen, Ten Hag sniffing around. So we might be able to get rid of him for the actual money. So they're moving along. And then it says this. It goes on and says, from an economic standpoint, it has to fit within our perimeters. A purchase depends on United's price. A loan rather than a purchase is more feasible given what Manchester wants to ask for, we're assuming. And Betis is making efforts that he can arrive. But if he doesn't, I don't want it to be seen as a failure. It's difficult to bring in a player of this quality and such high financial compensation. Our responsibility is to be prepared, and we have alternatives in case Antony doesn't arrive. We're calm. This geezer's an idiot, bro. We gave him the loan. We said, yo, big man here, loan. And then now they're talking about loan again. Oh, bro, we're going to be stuck with this Antony geezer, you know. And he was the closest one to go. This is the situation with Garnacho now. Let's see what he's saying.
More on Chelsea. Don't forget what I keep telling you. Keep an eye still on the situation of Garnacho, depending on what happens with Manchester United and more clubs interested. More on Chelsea. Don't forget what I keep telling you. Keep an eye still on the situation.
He's already told us already in the past about Chelsea. Man United are expected to send Ethan Wheatley and Vitek out on loan this summer, have outgrown academy and weren't named in the USA tour. This is what I'm trying to say to you. A lot of you that are rating this Vitek guy, why are they not rating him? A lot of you that were telling me Vitek, they're not really rating this Vitek guy, man. Why are they not rating this geezer? Man United's 3 Premier League fixtures in September have all been moved to facilitate live television coverage following an international break. Our month will get under the way with the Manchester derby against City at the Etihad. The clash with our neighbours has been switched to the 14th of September, kicking off at 4:30 Super Sunday. On the following weekend, our home encounter with Chelsea remains on September the 20th, but has been moved to 5:30. Blah, blah, blah. Our trip to London to take on Brentford will now kick off at 12:30 on the Saturday, the 27th of September. We've got to batter Brentford. I can't wait to see Brentford. That's the one that I want to see out of all 3 of them. Brentford. I'm so onto them. I hate them. And then we got the young boy, Jack Morehouse, was on the first team bench last season. I think he's going on loan late in Orient. That's good for him, man. That's good for him. He needs a little loan still. A lot of these young boys, we don't want to gas them up too quick, man. Oh, more Lemons. His ability is undeniable, blah, blah, blah. Bro, I just want to hear that we made a bid for him or something. But I don't really want to hear all this. All right, that's for you, pizzas. Look, you lot are still monitoring Paulina Pizza. Pizza, you man are still monitoring him. Monitoring FC. Real Betis are delaying their move for Antony, hoping Man United will eventually agree to a loan deal. They're counting on Antony rejecting other offers and accepting a pay cut to join them. So this is what they're doing. They're sitting there waiting, hoping that my man just disses everyone to join them. And then by the end of the thing, remember what I showed you about the Freedom 5? A lot of people are waiting to the end of this the transfer window to come in for their little loans. That's what's going on. That's what we're having to deal with. So people are just waiting. Cheeky 5. Amas needs a championship loan spell to bring up his physicality. Yeah, man, he had a good game against Wolves. Big up yourself, but mate, you know what I mean? You're not ready. Amas is going on loan. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Club needs to tell Hoyland he's not for sale. He's not for his life. He's not about that life. But this is what I'm saying to you, Ahmed. I think it's a thing where we don't want to unsettle people that we know that no one's going to come for anyway. Club needs to grow a pair and start telling these players to leave. Yeah. I think we will bid for the goalkeeper this week. Hoyland, you are one of the... no, you're onto him. You're onto him, Quakey. So got Sancho for Luis, and I call it. Get Garnacho gone, 35 to 40 million. Go back to new bid to Manchester United. Where's the new bid? Oh, what I spoke about. Javi, I'm going to go back there. Don't worry, I got you, Ibrahim. I'm going to spin back round. You know my thing. I met Eric Ten Hag in Las Vegas. He told me he needs to buy Nana and Antony for Leverkusen. Well, I hope it's true, man. I hope it happens. Our midfield is not good. We need Adam Wharton. I'm with you. We definitely need someone in there. Just tuned in. Any news on Javi Guerra? Tomelo, I'm going to spin back round in a minute. Give me literally 5 minutes. I'm going to go back round. You're going to see everything. Javi Guerra's in there. I don't do clickbait, mate. If you see him on the thumbnail, he's in it. We're not signing Wharton or Believe, but everyone get out your head. They cost too much. We're signing midfields in the 25. Yeah, it could happen, but it could be next year. The next transfer window. Who knows? It's because we need to first move a player to advance for him. Yeah, I think that'll be a good signing for you, lot, João Paulino for Tottenham. It'll be a good signing for you, lot, still, I'll be real. What's going on with Rashford, man? They're not thinking Rashford yet. Yeah, this is why I think Garnacho might flop, because of Simmons. Simmons has always dreamed of a move to Chelsea. That's a lie. But this is why I think Garnacho is probably going to flop. Joke thing, man. Oh, look at that. They finally got a trophy. These guys finally got their hands on the trophy. The friendly trophy. Allow it. Yeah, Antony, man. This is the thing, man. This is the main thing about Antony. This is why I came and share my screen, because my man is they're just waiting. They're waiting. And I showed you about the Freedom 5 already. A lot of teams are just saying, yo, we're going to sit tight and wait till the end of the transfer window, and hopefully we can come in and get one of our guys for the loan. So we're sitting here right now and we're saying no loans. We're trying to stand firm. But a lot of these teams are trying to be strategic and say, you know what? No one's going to come in for Antony anyway. He's not all that. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait to the end. So this is what's happening now. That's why we're stuck in this situation where Antony, they're just sitting there waiting for a loan. If there was any other player or any other team, they would have got rid of him by now, because there's other people in for him. But they know no one might be going in for him. So they can sit down and say that. So this is what I'm saying to you. Like, this is what I'm talking about now. That look, the Freedom 5 stuff. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the last article. The clubs interested in the Freedom 5 are expected to wait before making formal bids, hoping the price decreases as the September the 1st deadline approaches. Clubs are sitting tight. This is what's going on with Antony. They're just chilling because they're saying, we're going to wait for the deadline and then we're going to get our loan or whatever. Safe, man. Yeah, I saw that, Buzz, man. 1 second, I'm going to get into it. I saw that still. Everyone, when they join the club, say, oh, it's my childhood. Yeah, it's bullshit, man. Peoples, like and subscribe, man, if you're new here, man. Make sure you lot hit the like button, my peoples, man. We've got some weak likes today, bro. Hit the likes up, my guys. And subscribe if you're new here. Just curious, which team would want Onana? Exactly. But Onana don't want him. Onana went and got the Brentford goalkeeper. Remember, he got my man, Flecken. He bought the Brentford goalkeeper over there, and they conceded 5 goals. Different. So this is the Javi Guerra stuff anyway. For those that just come in, to Mello, I got you. The Javi Guerra stuff is just, it's gone mad today. For some weird reason, we woke up 9 o'clock, 11, look at the morning. 3 different journalists. And then we had another 3 journalists say the same thing. We're linked with him, basically. He's rejected Valencia's first offer of a new contract. Basically, Man United are ready to finalise 21 million, blah, blah, blah. They were ready to pay 22 million. He's rejected. AC Milan and Man United are in for him, blah, blah, blah. So that's 3 different journalists. Then we got another 3 journalists. So this is 6 different journalists that just woke up today and went crazy about Javi Guerra. And it basically just says, Man United are preparing 22 million bid, boom, boom, boom. The only guy that I know out of this is Nathan Salt, who in the end says Valencia are calm. It might just be negotiation tactics. And obviously I know Matteo Moretto, he works with Fabrizio, and he's saying that Man United and AC Milan are teams that they're waiting to see if we're going to get involved. But obviously we'll see. So they're saying we're going to bid for him. So this is the new bid. If they're going to bid, it's going to be 22 million or 21 million. That's what he's worth. Apparently they only want 26 million. The article's there, the first one. It says Valencia will not accept anything less than 26 million. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. He's refused their bid, their contract talk. So we'll see what happens. Then we've got the Leipzig stuff for Sesko. Someone asked for that as well. So yeah, the Sesko price has dropped to 60 million, but that's just a talk. So just for you to have a conversation with us about Sesko, bring 60 million to the table. That's what they're saying. So it starts at 60 million. We don't know where it might end. They might end at 70 now. But they were asking for 79 or something before 80 million. So who knows? But yeah, they need to sell 2 players to start their rebuild. They never made the Champions League. They need to start their rebuild. But remember, they got Simmons that's just about to go for probably about 55, 60 million. They got to sell someone else, which could be Sesko. So 60 million, I don't know if we're going to go for it. Obviously, Ornstein did say, if you can see, he said Benjamin Sesko, Ollie Watkins and Jackson are not currently being actively pursued by United due to the cost involved, but it could change if the prices come down. So now the prices come down, who knows, mate? We might turn around tomorrow and see, yo, we're interested again. Who knows? So that's 60 million. And if you read the last article, it says it's worth noting that Leipzig have to sell players this summer. They have a target to bring in 100 million euros, which is 86 million, and they have just 2 players in this range who can make the club money. So remember, they tried that little game with Arsenal, 90 million, or we're not talking to you. Arsenal walked off. So they just said, we can't do this no more. We need to sell this guy. Arsenal didn't take the bait. They went and bought another geezer. We need to fix up. So they're trying to sell 2 players now. So Xavi Simmons, of course, is one of the footballers, and with the other being Benjamin Sesko, who wants to go to the Premier League. That's why Manchester United will definitely be an option. Sesko is a fan of the Premier League, and he's prepared to make his next step. Man United, please buy Sesko. How much is Gazuri from Dortmund? Garassi's name is. I don't know, I don't know how much he is still, but I'm sure they got him for about 30 or something, 40. Fuck no, but Dortmund always sell peas. They're on a different thing. Then we got basically 4 different journalists came out and all said, yo, Man United have deliberately targeted players with Premier League experience this summer and would ideally like to sign a striker who also fits that category. So we want a Premier League experienced striker. That's the only good person that I think has got Premier League experience left. If you're going off what Ornstein said about there's no Sesko, Watkins, Jackson, blah, 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 I think it's only Mateta that's left. Amrin's had his sights set on a number 9, a deep line midfielder, and potentially another goalkeeper. This is from Dhaka. Ornstein said the same thing, the same 3 positions. Striker is next on the list, with Amrin wanted to sign one with Premier League experience. Chris Wheeler. Dhaka says it, Wheeler, and Pletigo, who works for Sky Germany, came out yesterday. Look at the dates at the bottom, guys. 22nd was yesterday. Ruben Amrin wants to sign a striker with Premier League experience. So this is 3 different journalists coming out and saying we want someone with Premier League experience. I don't know who else has got Premier League experience apart from him and probably Chris Wood that is left that we can actually get is available. Please don't talk about Nunes and all these type of guys. Let's be real now. Who we could actually go and get. Chloe Kelly, baller. I rate her so much. I watched the women's team. I want them to win the thing. She's the goal. She always scores big goals. She scored for them to win the Euros last time, and now she's put them in the final. Big up herself. Big up Chloe Kelly. I don't really rate the men's team, but I rate the women's team. She hit the Ronaldo and the Thierry Henry, so big her up, man. You get it. And then we move on from that, and then we just got the stuff that we just saw about Antony playing bare games. He's just on a joke thing. They don't want to sign him. They want him on a loan, blah, blah, blah. Marino just talks about Amarin, just he's doing good work, whatever, boom, boom, boom. We're going to see what happens. And that's our tour dates. That's who we're playing next. We're playing West Ham on the 27th, which is at 12 o'clock at night. It's 26th on this because that's the time in America, but it's 27th here. So it's about 12 o'clock at night kickoff. Then we play Bournemouth. Then we play Everton. So that's the Premier League. That's the tour date. This is the guys on tour. Let me get a few of these quickly. Am I the only one that thinks Kobe's not in Amarin's plans? It started off like that, but apparently it's just that's the way it started because he's trying to implement his style. Kobe was a bit too. He wasn't really. He can't run. So now he's switched them up a bit. But we'll see. This is the season. We'll see who he rates and who he doesn't because he's got a chance to get a few players in, isn't it? And move things around. And he's got a pre-season so he can have a look and see what's around him. So we'll see. Does anyone really want to go? Does Antony really want to go to a club that's only willing to take him alone? They have the money as well. Exactly. They got the money, but he loves it there. And he's probably saying, yo, I don't want to drop my wages again. So who knows? To be honest, I would rather Watkins than Sesko 100%. Watkins is more Premier League experience. I said the same thing. Watkins is a less risk. Everybody's a risk. We can go and get Mateta or Watkins and they still flop. It doesn't mean because they're coming from the Prem, it's going to work. Look how much Chelsea signings have gone to Arsenal and nothing ain't happened. Havertz, he ain't this guy. Like, it doesn't really matter. The Prem can still flop, but it's a less risk than going for someone out of there that's a project striker that's not even killing it in his own league. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I rate Gyökeres. Like, Arsenal going for Gyökeres, that's the best thing they could have done because everybody's a risk. So you go someone that's scoring 63 goals, whatever he scored, that's a less risk than someone that's scoring 13 goals. That's it. He can flop still. He can still come and flop. Anyone can flop. That's the difference. So I'm on the Premier League thing. I believe the deal was around 60 million. Anything within 60 million, they'll accept. 60. Oh, that's Sesko. Okay. It's Mateta. He will cook at Man United. My structure deal 62 plus 5 for Sesko. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, man, with Sesko, man. Mateta is way too far better than all those names highlight combined, but Sesko has to be given the benefit of doubt like we did with Højlund, though it failed. Exactly, but it's a risk. It failed and we're stuck with him. We can't take that risk again and be stuck with him. That's what I'm saying. And that's what it seems like they're saying. When you look at the last article, and the last paragraph. The cost of signing Sesko due to the fee inevitably demanded by Leipzig plus his wages is deemed incompatible with United's budget and his performances in Bundesliga last season. So I don't think they even want to take the risk themselves. Like, it's a bit, it's 21, whatever, it's a project. We're going to be paying like 70, 80 million. We've done that with Højlund. Remember, they didn't do that, this new regime. The regime before done that with Højlund. And they're seeing the wraith of it now. We're looking at the wraith of that now. Everything that they've done before. Antony, we can't move him on. Højlund, we can't move him on. Oh, no, we can't move him on. We can't move these guys on because of what they done before they came in. We spent mad money on these guys and now we're stuck with them. So I don't think they're going to look at that and do that, man. So that's why if you look at the first article, it says Sesko, Watkins and Jackson are not currently being actively pursued by United due to the costs involved. I don't know, mate. That could change. Obviously, 60 million now. It says it, look. It says, although that can change as the window progresses, especially if their prices come down. Sesko's, it's gone 60 million now. So we could be in for him now. But what it was before was 90 million euros and all of that. There wasn't on it. They said, we're walking away from this. Settle for Benjamin Sesko instead. I hear you, bro. But like I showed you, the Freedom 5, this is why a lot of them might not move yet. You lot might sit there and think, why are we not selling? No. Nobody wants to buy them yet. The clubs interested in the Freedom 5 are expected to wait before making formal bids, hoping the price decreases as the 1st of September deadline approaches. So teams are just sitting there saying, I'm just going to wait to the end of the season because they're not going to play anyway. We've seen how Amarin works. This geezer is stubborn. He's not going to play you, bro. We saw what he done with Rashford. So they already know what's going on with Amarin and they're saying, yo, he's not going to play them. So I'll just wait. And they're going to have to come for a loan or something at the end. Garnacho, if they offer us a 45 million on deadline day, are we going to take it or not? Think about it. And you got to look at guys like Sancho that's on like 275, 300k. Come on. We're going to take that or split that in half. We're going to say, yo, you know what? Let's just get rid of this geezer. There's no point even sitting there. So that's what's going to happen with the Freedom 5, man. A lot of teams are waiting. So just take it with a pinch of salt when you hear rumours. And obviously we've got this about Garnacho. Tottenham are meant to be interested. Tottenham got about 8 wingers. I can't see them signing him. Chelsea are in for Simmons, but as you lot just saw the video for Fabrizio, he said Chelsea, watch out for Chelsea. So, mate, who knows? Chelsea want him, but they're in for Simmons. So I don't understand how that's all going to work. I think the only team that can really get him is Aston Villa. I think that's the only team that can get him is Aston Villa. But we'll see, mate. You know with Chelsea, but Chelsea might turn around and snatch him. They're on a different thing. So we'll see what happens with that, man. We'll see what happens. Freedom fighters. Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to see what's going on, man, because no one ain't really moving on. We know we can't really do nothing until people move on. It's just loose. But what can we do, innit? We just got to wait and see how it plays along. Things can change. It could be 50 million someday. Yeah, true. But I can't see that happening. I'll be real. Trust me, real man will shut the world the coming season like just Leicester did. I hope so, Obo, man. I'm with you. I hope so, man. I hope so. So that's more or less it, man. We'll see what going on with Javi Guerra. If something comes out about that more. We'll see the Sesko stuff. The price has dropped. The Premier League proven striker. We'll see who that guy is. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens, man. Lamens, are we going to bid for him? Are we not? Is Antony are they going to walk away? Is Antony just going to say, fuck it, I'm going to Atletico Madrid or Ten Hag, Leverkusen? We don't know, man. But, bro, love for that. Everyone that's been in the chat, everyone that's been inside, make sure you hit the like button on your way out. It's the Metric community. Big up yourself. I'll be back on later. Subscribe if you're new. Peace, my peoples.
What's some celebs pull up local? You know we are next, pull up mobos. They don't be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more